important person joining us in our program. He will be sharing vital information, including a campaign for este COVID-19 vaccine. Kay wikitanda nantes na programa, no, these are real, but these are real.
Sí.
A lot of Filipinos are still very hesitant in taking este gani vaccine. But of course, sabi kita, this is the only way, the only solution to really end el pelea contra con el COVID-19
And
pandemic.
the only person también na puede dale 100% contestasyon na cuantos magapreguntas también.
Yes, partner. No? So, this morning, mag-join ka natin, partner. Man-break pa ba kita?
Takia Lekons! Takia, diaton bisita. Dire-diretso kita.
Okay, yeah. So, partner, no, without any delay, man-join ka natin este dia, no other than the OIC of the Department of Health Region 9, Dr. Joshua Brillantes. Good morning, Doc. May buntag.
Doc, magandang umaga po.
May buntag. Good morning, Councilor TJ, and also sa
Si Kuya Mac po.
host natin, no, sa iMedia.
Yes, si Kuya Mac. Dr. Joshua, thank you so much for joining us this morning, sir. No, daghan salamat. Alam po namin na sobrang busy kayo, pero you gave us the time, no, to share the information about what's happening, no, pati man update ka nato na regarding este COVID-19 vaccine. So, partner Mac, before we proceed in discussing about the COVID-19, baka we can ask Dr. Joshua to give us a very, very brief background or an update regarding the COVID-19 situation in the region, sir. So, any updates, sir? Is that yung cases ba natin tumataas, bumababa, flatline? How is it, sir?
Yeah, okay. Magandang umaga, no, sa lahat ng mga taga-pakinig ng iMedia and also to the people of Zamboanga Peninsula. As of January 10, mayroon na tayong total case of 5,468. And as per observation, no, na nakita natin sa data natin, in fact, we scheduled a meeting tomorrow with the health cluster and the special teams. Kasi may mga areas talaga na nag-spike yung cases, no, as of this week. And this is expected na ito na yung nakuha natin because of the Christmas break, no, na mga tao ay lumalabas, may mga gatherings. Yeah, so in fact, Zamboanga Sibugay, Zamboanga del Norte, may mga areas doon na talagang tumataas more than 300% yung nila.
Grabe, sir.
Yeah. And kaya we have to do an emergency meeting with all these areas kung saan may spikes.
That is very alarming, sir, because those are neighboring cities, no? Neighboring areas in Zamboanga City. So, partner, if kung mag-relax-relax tayo sa pagbantay ng pagpasok ng mga tao, baka mamaya pati dito magkakaroon ng spike, no? God forbid.
Kasi kung
that's very high, sir, doctor, no? 300%.
Yung
So,
minention nga ni Dr. Cons, no, na kung saan may mga ibang lugar na kapitbahay lang ng Zamboanga City na kung saan tumataas lalo yung mga COVID cases nila. Ngayon pa na magkakaroon na ulit ng mga biyahe.
Yeah.
So ano po ba, Doc, yung medyo sa tingin nyo yung measurements para hindi naman talaga, sana naman hindi natataas yung numbers of cases ng COVID?
Yeah, we have observed, no, especially yung and I don't know kung if our people, no, if yung mga communities or lahat tayo have already learned a lesson, especially during nung nag-GCQ tayo, nung stricto yung quarantine natin, makikita natin na yung mga cases natin ay hindi masyado mataas. And when we already allow na may movement na, kasi kailangan din naman kasi ang hanap buhay ng mga tao, and we have to balance this with our economic situation sa ating lugar. So nag-move tayo to modified, no, GCQ. And then noon, yung when we allow yung people to move around, yung tumataas kasi yung minimum health standards natin ay minsan nakalimutan or talagang sinadya na hindi na kampante na sila, na hindi naniniwala na may banta talaga ng COVID-19. So, and if we want that our economy, no, na tatakbo uli yung economy natin, and with the current threat ng COVID-19, still we have to practice, no, especially yung minimum health standards na tinuturo natin noon. Dapat sa ngayon gagawin pa rin talaga natin yun, especially na wala pa tayong vaccine, and hindi pa natin alam kung kailan yung talaga yung specific date na magkakaroon ng vaccine.
Cons, go ahead, Cons.
Yes, partner, no? Doc, just to remind the public, Doc, no, yung mga minimum health safety measures natin, these are yung number 1, regular hand washing, regular proper hand washing. Number 2, observing physical social distancing. Number 3, pagsuot ng face mask. Number 4, pagsuot ng face shield. Is there any Doc, mga safety measure natin kailangan talaga natin obserbahan?
Especially yung if you have symptoms, no, may fever, may cough, we advise na doon na muna sila sa bahay nila kung hindi na muna lalabas. And then isa pang importante is especially yung kung may mga confirmed cases tayo, no, and then we can identify yung mga contacts nila na dapat nandun, ma-contact trace natin sila, ma-identify natin sila kung saan sila, para mailagay natin doon sa temporary treatment isolation facilities natin.
Tama. Yes, Doc. Doc, you mentioned, partner, no? You mentioned in the Nantes El Beato na cases as of today or as of recently, no, 5,468 cases na. Sir, Doc, ilan po ang active dito and ilan na po ang yung tatawag natin na mortality rate? How many deaths? Active cases and number of deaths.
Yung active cases natin dito, yung mortality natin is 240, no? And I think this is and then for our active cases, sandali
Yes, Doc. More or less lang. But at least may idea yung public natin ngayon.
Yeah, for our active cases, like for example, for Zamboanga City, we only have 134. Maganda naman yung kuha natin sa mga cases natin.
Yes.
At saka yung recoveries natin ay masyado mataas yung recoveries natin.
Very good.
Then, and then yung mortalities natin ay umabot na ng 175. Although yung reported mortality natin for the last days ay mayroon lang tayong isa, no, one new mortality for Zamboanga City.
Okay.
Actually, Doc, no, thank you, Doc, no. Partner Mac, this is very, very encouraging, pero dapat hindi tayo maging complacent as what Dr. Joshua mentioned. No? Dapat, despite itong numbers, pero still, kung you mentioned about 175 deaths, no, 175 lives pa rin yun. Pero the numbers, looking at it from a bigger picture, I think we're slowly coping, no, with this pandemic. Pero like I said, dapat hindi tayo mag-relax. Now, Doc, before we proceed to discuss about this vaccine, because the city government, as we all know, we are already in the position, no, prepared na po kami to procure itong mga vaccines, no. Before that, Doc, what is this yung tinatawag natin na bagong virus na popasok, bagong kind of COVID-19? Ano pong latest dito, Doc? Yung bagong strand, new strand, how different is it with the current one?
Ito yung kasi itong virus may capacity sila, especially kung matagal na sila sa katawan or matagal na sila sa environment, nag-mutate sila. So ito rin yung like we have the MERS-CoV, we have the
Yes.
SARS. No, ito rin ay mga coronavirus. So itong coronavirus 19 natin, yung COVID-19 natin na SARS-CoV-2, no, yung tinatawag natin sa ngayon, ito rin ay mga variants din ito coming from those virus. So parang parang sasakyan, no, na pag nag-i-improve sila, yung
makina,
yung mga models nila ay iniiba-iba ng konti.
Parang minomodify.
Yeah, namomodify sila. So, but still the same coronavirus yan.
Cons, tiyan na lang yung pregunta kung Doc. No, Doc, may tanong lang po ako. Ito ho bang bagong strand ng COVID-19, ito na ho ba yung tinatawag nilang nasa second wave na o iba ho ito?
Iba. Iba rin ito, no? Hindi ito doon sa second wave.
Kasi
but this is another variant na discover, especially doon sa UK.
Okay.
And in fact, there are already a lot of countries na nakakita sila ng the same variants. So in fact, I think may nadagdag nga na 6 countries na yung restriction ng travel, no? Yeah.
Okay, Cons. Ito, Cons.
Hey, partner, no, Doc, although you mentioned already the minimum health measures na kailangan natin observe, but we all know that the ultimate solution to end this COVID-19 pandemic is really the vaccine.
Yes.
But Doc, baka pwede nyo pong i-explain sa publiko, when you say COVID-19 vaccine, in the first place, how does a vaccine work, Doc? Pwede nyo po explain very briefly kung paano nakakatulong ang vaccine sa atin to prevent COVID-19?
Okay. Okay. So, ang vaccine, this is hindi ito isang treatment, no, na like for example kung nagka-COVID, may infection at may active infection ka na bibigyan ka ng vaccine, but this is to prevent especially those that hindi pa nagkasakit, no, tulad ito ng polio, tulad ng mga measles vaccines na pinag-develop nila yung antibodies ng katawan na in case may challenge, no, na pumapasok sa atin na may vaccine o may kasi meron tayong parang memory cells, no, na antibodies sa katawan natin na yun ang i-build up natin through that vaccine para in case na may agent na pumapasok at ma-identify niya na ito yung kalaban. So mayroon na tayong depensa sa katawan.
Man-neutralize agad.
Para hindi tayo mag-develop develop yung symptoms ng COVID-19, hindi sila makapasok.
Once a partner, no, from my understanding, partner, Doc Joshua, in order to develop this COVID-19 vaccine, we get a weaker strand of the virus, and then we try to put it in the human body. Since it is a weaker strand, our antibodies would develop and would really fight, no, the weaker strand. So that sa taponical na itong corpo, ready na itong corpo, no? Pwede liman detect early pa lang. Kay Chene mention na agent, no, foreign agent na entra, pwede lang kita man-kontra kun ese. I think kilatan work vaccine.
Tama po yun, no? Kasi may iba-iba tayong vaccine, may yung tinatawag natin na mga inactivated, no? So yung virus talaga siya inactivate lang. Just to produce the antibody, hindi makaproduce ng symptoms. And with the different vaccines, no, na dinidevelop, iba-iba yung approach nila. May like for example, yung Pfizer, yung mga mRNA yun, no? So na mga yun ang protein na bikuan nila. And then mayroon din tayo mga inactivated like yung sa Sinovac, no? Yun ang mga inactivated natin na mga vaccine.
Doc, ganito po, Doc, no, the latest information sa local government ng Zamboanga City, we approve po, no, approve ba kita on memorandum of agreement together with AstraZeneca. AstraZeneca is one of the yaman develop con este COVID-19 vaccine. European company este. Pero Doc, before we talk about specifically yung AstraZeneca vaccine, what are the different types? You mentioned about the different types of vaccine. So andun po yung Pfizer, andun po yung AstraZeneca, ano pa po yung iba-iba?
Yeah. Actually, meron tayong 60, according to WHO, no, meron tayong 60 different kinds of vaccines with the different phases ng kanilang testing or yung pag-develop ng vaccine. So, as of now, based on the DOH, mayroon tayong 17 na mga 17 vaccines, COVID vaccines na nasa phase 1 or nasa phase 3 na paan sila, no, yung
trials.
So mayroon tayo, no, like for example, if I may mention, we have Sinovac, this is China. We have Sinopharm, this is also China. And then we have Bharat Biotech, which is from India. And then Anzoy Zifi, this is China. We have Novavax from China. We have Janssen, no, from USA. And then we have Gamaleya from Russia. We have AstraZeneca. This is from the United Kingdom. Yeah. And then from Israel, we also have one manufacturer or developer in Israel. Then we have CanSino. This is also from China. And then we have Pfizer. This is from USA. We have Moderna. This is also from USA. We have CureVac. We have Inovio from US also. And then Angjes from Japan. So this is the one parang gusto that we are that the DOH or the FDA are waiting for submission for the application for the issuance of emergency use.
Tama, Doc.
Kumbaga, Doc, mula 60 down to 17 na nasa listahan. So, yun po inihintay na lang yung go signal ng FDA din.
They still have to submit for their application and then they have to pass yung validation with FDA.
Okay. Cons?
So far, as of now, accordingly, no, doon sa FDA, na wala pang no developer yet ng vaccine has submitted for issuance of emergency use authority.
Okay.
Yeah. Yes, Doc, no. Inform na natin po yung public, partner Mac, no. The national government is also in the position to procure mga vaccine, no, from different companies, and they will be also allocating to different local government units. But the city government of Zamboanga, we also took the initiative na, no, na not to rely entirely on the national government. So with that, partner, no, Doc Joshua, meron po tayong memorandum of agreement, and I understand this is a multi-party agreement. Partner po talaga dito ang DOH. So, and then we have the intention po, Doc, na to get into an agreement with AstraZeneca, the one that you mentioned earlier, na galing pong UK. May idea po kayo, Doc, yung tawag to, yung efficacy rate niya, yung effective rate niya, no? Also yung cost niya, kung magkano to. Do you have an idea, Doc?
Okay. As per literature, no, na nakuha natin, for AstraZeneca, I think yung efficacy niya is nasa 60 to 70% yung efficacy. And ang napakaganda ng AstraZeneca because the cold chain requirements for AstraZeneca is around 2 to 8%. No? So, 2 to minus 8 degrees centigrade. No, and unlike as per report na that we received that Moderna and yung US made, no, yung Pfizer ay kailangan ng negative 80. This is a high freezer in the cold chain, no, na medyo mahihirapan tayo dito, especially kung dadalhin natin itong mga vaccine na ito sa mga barangays. So, and then for the price, although may kamahalan, I think for AstraZeneca, this cost more than 2,000, almost 2,000 or 3,000 pesos. Pero hindi ako sure doon sa price, no?
Yeah, I think I don't know if this is very accurate, Doc, no, partner Mac, no.
Si.
Based from one report, no, that was made to the Senate, yung AstraZeneca daw po, Doc, 2 doses siya na 610 pesos. I don't know kung how much siya ngayon, but more or less nandoon siya, Doc. Yun nga, and then there was a presentation made. Tama po si Dr. Joshua, correct si Dr. Joshua, quando you mention na 70%, no? And then parang umakyat pa daw, sir, ng up to 90% during that presentation that they made. So, Doc, yan po yung vaccine, no, na kukunan natin. Pero may kailangan ba ng special training, Doc, to administer the vaccine? Or kahit sinong pwedeng lang mag-inject nito, Doc? Is there a proper way of doing so?
Yeah, first of all, even yung kung nag-vaccinate tayo, no, like for example last December,
yes, Doc.
Nag-immunize tayo ng polio, and then nag-immunize tayo ng measles. Yung ginawa natin noon, still, no, kasi this is already a routine immunization na ginagawa ng mga health centers, but still before in preparation, no, kasi dapat we have to do some planning on, especially when we administer this vaccine, mas lalo na ngayon na mayroon tayong pandemic. So for this vaccine, especially na this is a new vaccine that we need to introduce, and we have to understand na for a routine, no, kung talaga siya na vaccine na i-develop, ang kuan nga doon na ang timelines nga naabot pa siya ng 5 years, 6 years na studies na different phases before this will be given or mabibigyan ng authority to use. But since we are in a pandemic na kailangan talaga na pabilisan yung pag-conduct ng mga studies, so kaya tinatawag yun na emergency use authority, no, ng FDA, ma-issuehan sila para to ensure that these vaccines are still safe, but still we need to validate talaga yung safety. So we need to train our health workers, and also we have to plan kung saan siya ibibigay, kasi even, no, sa yung mga measles vaccine na we made a mass immunization, no, nandoon pa rin yung we create na may mga teams kasi yung dapat i-prepare dito, no, yung adverse events, no, kasi baka may mga adverse events after immunization, so dapat i-report ito, dapat i-manage ito, kaya we have to orient our health workers and we have to train them on how to administer this vaccine. So kailangan talaga siya ng administrative arrangement, no, especially in the implementation of this immunization.
Cons, may short na tanong lang ako kay Doc Joshua, no. Doc, yung mga health personals po natin, mga health workers, so yung idea nila sa ibang vaccines andun na. Pero ito ho ba, ilang days or gaano ho katagal yung training na isasagawa natin for the health workers for this vaccine?
Siguro 1 day or mataas na yung 2 days.
Okay.
Siguro kasi ang importante lang naman dito, especially yung handling ng vaccine, yung pag-administer ng vaccine, and then yung reporting, no? And then sino yung team na kung in case na may mga untowards events, no, or untowards reaction ng vaccine, may team na siya ang doon nila i-refer.
Okay.
And then also the hospitals, we have to involve our hospitals in case kung may kailangan na dadalhin ng hospital, then they will have a fast lane, and the hospitals will be ready for this.
Thank you, Doc. Cons.
Doc, partner, no, channel niyo good news, no? Meron po tayong good news sa public. Because we based this again isang presentation that was made at the Philippine Senate, no? Yung cost daw per training sa isang vaccine, quote-unquote vaccinator, nasa more or less 1,250 or 350. So good news po, Doc, the city government of Zamboanga po, sa City Council, as the main proponent po, we proposed a resolution which was unanimously approved po. Aside from the 200 million already allocated funding for the vaccine and another 200 million for future procurement for additional vaccine, we were able to approve, Doc, no? 10 million pesos para sa training ng ating mga personnel.
Good news.
Opo. Meron tayong pondo para sa training, of course, para sa kanilang mga respective PPEs, mga syringes, yung mga needles, para hindi lang vaccine ng ready, pati yung mga tauhan natin ready rin para i-administer ang vaccine. Because napakahalaga po also, no, na well-equipped sila. Now, Doc, once vaccinated, Doc, ano po yung expectations? Di ba, there's like for example, sa ibang mga flu vaccinations, may in-expect tayo na magkakalagnat.
Yung tinatawag nating side effects.
Yeah, yung initial effect, Doc. Ano, with this COVID-19, ano pa yung mga expectations natin, Doc?
So far sa ngayon, wala pa namang kasi ang central office nagpapatawag bukas ng meeting, no, with our immunization team. Regarding on the arrangement, regarding kung especially on the plan for this immunization. So sa ngayon, hindi ko pa maisabi kung ano yung expected na mga side reactions, kasi we are still waiting for that orientation with the national DOH.
Okay.
Yeah. So, partner.
Ito si Cons. Go ahead, Cons.
Yeah. As mentioned earlier, sir, no, sa earlier program, may ginawa pong survey ang Pulse Asia, and I don't know what isa pang organization gumawa ng survey. Relatively mababa po, Doc, yung acceptance rate natin, no, with the vaccine. So ano po yung mga measures, marketing campaign, information drive ginagawa ng Department of Health to encourage people? Kasi po hindi naman mandatory ang vaccination, kundi in-encourage lang po natin. But of course, we know that the COVID-19 vaccine is the only way to really end this pandemic. So how can we encourage the public, Doc, no, amidst all speculations, all apprehensions na meron sila, reservations with the vaccine, for them to go out and really take the vaccine, Doc? Ano po yung mga meron po na measures or initiatives?
Yeah, in fact, it's so sad to note, no, especially yung sa Pulse Asia survey, na parang umabot more than 50% yung sa survey, no, na parang ayaw na muna nila magpa-vaccinate.
Oo, tama.
Yeah, and this is the only way out na we will be able to parang ma-normalize natin, no, yung buhay natin. And I think we should have we will be spending a lot of advocacies and health promotions, especially sa mga tao natin, especially in the acceptance of this vaccine. Kasi tama naman yun, no, na we cannot force them na magpa-vaccine sila kasi may ibang they will just wait na muna, no, kasi gusto nila ma-observe kung sino yung na-vaccine, gusto nila makita kung ano bang epekto ng vaccine sa kanila. Yeah, yung wait and see attitude. But yung FDA naman, kasi when they will be issuing the emergency use authority, nandun naman lahat ng mga literature na binibase that they make as a basis, no, na masasabi natin na safe at saka may mga countries na nauna nga sa atin na nag-mass vaccination na sila. And isa ito siguro dahil doon sa Dingvaxia doon na kasi yung Dingvaxia before, bagong vaccine yan, and then doon may claims na namatay daw dahil doon sa Dingvaxia. Although hindi pa naman, wala pa namang final, no? Wala pa namang conclusion na nagawa doon. And kaya ito yung pinaka-crucial time, no, na especially with our media partners, na paano natin spread yung tamang informasyon regarding sa COVID vaccines.
Ito po, Doc, para maalis na yung mga haka-haka sa mga storya-storya na naririnig natin, di ba? Kaya ito'y ginagawa natin ng paraan para naman nang sa gayon ay ma-inform talaga na maayos yung ating mga kababayan. Tama po yan. Okay, Cons?
And then isa pang problema natin, especially malapit tayo, may backdoor tayo.
Ayun.
Baka yun ang babantayan din ng FDA, na baka may mga backdoor na mga vaccines or may mga alam mo naman itong mga sindikato, marunong talaga yan
na magsusulputan.
Gumagawa, mag-smuggle ng mga vaccines galing sa labas, or hindi natin alam kung vaccine ba talaga yun, just make money.
Partner, no?
Cons, Doc, tayo ay magko-commercial break lang po saglit.
Bago tayo mag-final words from Doc, siguro one very quick commercial tayo, tapos magbalik final words ni Doc sa ating public. Alam natin na sobrang busy pa si Dr. Brillantes, and we are very grateful. Nag-join pa rin siya, no? Alam natin, partner, siya is a meeting. Pero he really gave his time. So, one quick commercial and then final words po ni Dr. Joshua Brillantes.
Okay, Cons, naman restart lang kita Zoom diaton. Short commercial break, mga partners, 9:55 in the morning.
Sabi, isale informaw na mga-importansya del mga-ordinansa que tiene el Ciudad de Zamboanga. Junto con el Concejal de Distrito 2, Concejal BG Gingona. Este el programa Ordinansa del Masa. Let's go na with BG Gingona. Every first and third Wednesday of the month, alas 9 hasta alas 10 del aga. Aki lang na i-media mo. Solid! The E-Box Update.
Sí, bien bonito kayo, din claro kayo. Didia compré yo se present preciso yo compré el Easy Box. Bien claro at mirara na kan. Pati portable del precio de suyo, barato lang le. Por eso ustedes, el mga quiere que mira y milla, puede usted comprar mientras tiene para vender. Cómprate de bonito at mira, bien claro kayo.
Apuraya, imanabel el E-Box akilang na i-media station. MCLL Highway, Divisoria. Nandito na sa Zamboanga Peninsula, ang ice candy ng bayan. Frostville Ice Candy. Ito ang ice candy na kinagigiliwan ng lahat. At ngayon, pwede mo ng pagkakitaan. Mga partners, be a Frostville Ice Candy reseller at kumita araw-araw. Tawag na sa 0905-797-7266 o sa 0920-618-9164 o bisitahin ang Facebook page Frostville Ice Candy Zamboanga. Basta Frostville Ice Candy, ice candy ng bayan.
Sabi, isale informaw na mga-importansya del mga-ordinansa que tiene el Ciudad de Zamboanga. junto con el Concejal de Distrito 2, Concejal BG Gingona. Este el programa Ordinansa del Masa. Let's go na with BG Gingona. Every first and third Wednesday of the month, alas 9 hasta alas 10 del aga. Aki lang na i-media mo. Solid!
The E-Box Update.
Sí, bien bonito kayo, din claro kayo. Diya kumprayo si present preciso yo comprar el easy bags. Bien claro kat mirara na kan. Pati portable del precio di suyo, barato lang le. Por eso ustedes, el mga quiere kat mira y media, puede usted comprar mientras tiene para vender. Cómprate de bonito kat mira, bien claro kayo.
Apuraya, imanabel el E-Box akilang na i-media station. MCLL Highway, Divisoria.
The long wait is over. Chili Cars is now in Zamboanga. The all-new Okavango, wonderfully distinct with a spacious 7 individual seat that includes 19 customizable layouts. The all-new Okavango gives you an expandable trunk space, giving you a whopping 69% space utilization. The all-new Okavango, wonderfully distinct. Reserved now. Visit Chili Zamboanga Showroom at Sampaguita Road, U1 Central, Zamboanga City. And you can test drive the all-new Okavango for free. Or you may call 0933-850-2825. Or you can send a private message at Chili Zamboanga Facebook page for your inquiries.
Zamboanga, di ato neste.
Solid! I-media mo!
Eksakto, alas 10, mga partners, sa Cons, sa BG. Y también si Doc Joshua, tali otra vez mga partners. Kaya,
Yeah, as much as we want to talk more, partner, about the COVID-19 vaccine, no, we are running out of time. And of course, Dr. Joshua Brillantes still has a very, very important meeting.
Si.
So, partner, siguro pwede lang kita final words from Dr. Joshua Brillantes na public note regarding este dato na COVID-19 vaccine. Doc, final words po, Doc, before you leave us.
Okay, first of all, I would like to thank and greet your team, Councilor TJ Gingona, and si Kuya Mac, and all the media, and also our other media partners. I want to greet you first. Happy New Year, no? Sana happy rin yung 2021 natin.
sana nga, Doc, maging happy na ang New Year.
Yeah, and as what we have discussed, no, a while ago, na kailangan talaga, especially this time na we are expecting for the vaccine.
Yes.
Na ito yung vaccine is our arms, no, to get us out of this pandemic para we can do our normal activities. And I would like to congratulate also the city of Zamboanga and other local government units on how we have made our efforts, especially in controlling and reducing the numbers of our COVID patients, and even our frontline workers. I would like to acknowledge and recognize their work, especially in keeping our people's lives, no, na ma-save sila, especially with this illness, no, na brought about by COVID-19. So again, I would like to remind the public na yung banta natin ng COVID-19 ay still around, no, nandito pa rin yan sa atin, and we just don't know kung kailan tayo mahahawaan, kailan tayo ma-infect, especially kung hindi natin sinusunod yung minimum health standard. So I would say, I would advise everyone na kung hindi importante pa rin yung lakad natin, no? Especially going to the malls, kung hindi yan, hindi pa importante, huwag na muna tayo magsilabasan, no? Kung pwede, And then for the offices na dapat i-maintain pa rin natin, and also kung saan yung may mga maraming tao, na we have to really maintain yung physical distancing, and then yung paggamit ng face mask, paggamit ng face shield, no, para doble na, no, kasi face mask, especially yung mga surgical mask natin, yung ordinary mask, it can only protect us around 60%. Tapos kung may face shield tayo, mas madagdagan pa na magiging 90% yung protection. And then yung paghuhugas ng kamay, no, yung proper hand washing, and then yung paggamit ng alcohol, yun ang mga we have to follow. And even especially this time na wala pa tayong vaccine, and even with the vaccine, kung mayroon na tayong vaccine, still we have to maintain this muna until such time na makikita natin na wala na talaga or ma-reduce na natin tuloy-tuloy yung COVID-19 infection. So sa ngayon, dyan na muna, and then we will be updating you, no? The Department of Health will be updating you, especially kung magkaroon na tayo ng vaccine, and also kung we can update you kung sino ba yung i-prioritize natin doon sa vaccine if ever dumarating na yung COVID-19 vaccine natin. So with that, in behalf of the Department of Health Regional Office, we would like to thank TJ Gingona, no, Councilor TJ Gingona, and also si Kuya Mac for inviting us in their radio program to give a correct and appropriate information to everyone. So again, Happy New Year, and keep safe, everyone.
Yun. Dagang salamat, Dr. Joshua.
Dagang salamat, Dr. Brillantes. More power, Doc, and rest assured the local government will always support Department of Health, especially the Region 9. Partner, go ahead, partner.
Okay, Doc, maraming salamat po sa inyong oras at magandang umaga po. Ayun. So, partner Cons, ablagan ni kita por medio de ese mga kontestasyon di Dr. Joshua Brillantes. Ya, tiene hablagan ni kita claro ya, kunal di aton mga radio listeners and televiewers. Por medio también na dito yung esfuerzo que hace gane pa sa cuantos mga hablagan ni kita resolution que aproba el Consejo Local de aton acerca gane con este hablagan ita comprada del mga vaccines, no? Cons, alit namin na part dito yung Cons. Alit namin kita siguro kwantos na mga kontestasyon na dito yung poll question. Saka lang kita kwantos minutos ni Lolo Pancho.
Siguro, partner, no, sa ganun na poll question, palta kita oras. Siguro, di atong mensahe na publiko. To keep dyan lang, no, chine kita mga kwantos mga posts in the coming days because napensa kita ko sa katbueno question regarding the COVID-19 vaccine. So, datong mga avid followers, ng mga viewers, mira lang, man-follow lang na datong mga Facebook page, i-repost lang yung media datong post regarding na poll question datong. But with that, partner, before we end, again, happy New Year to everyone. And likewise, I want to give my commendation, no, na datong mga health frontliners.
Si.
Everyone ke welto na peleya kontra ng COVID-19. This is a very, very difficult battle, but we see the light at the end of the tunnel, and hopefully this is in the form of the COVID-19 vaccine, which we will be availing. The city government will make sure na we are well equipped, we are ready when the time comes, kay available ya, and 100% proven effectivity this vaccine. But we cannot be complacent, partner.
Correct.
Like we have mentioned na si Dr. Brillantes, no? We still have to maintain kay mga minimum health protocols diaton, and always keep in mind na tali lang gatse el risk, no, of infection del COVID-19. And no matter one life, 2 lives, 3 lives will be lost, still vida syempre kay taperde, partner, kada
Correct,
minuto, kada ora, kada dia na datong pueblo. So we have to be united, we have to continue our fight, we have to stay focused and determined that we can overcome este COVID-19 pandemic, and hopefully this year, partner, 2021 will be a brighter and a better year for everyone, partner. Hindi lang kina Zamboanga City, hindi lang na sino na entero
mundo. Como cosa gani hablan de nante cons, ojalá que dagat happy el de ato New Year.
Yes, happy and safe New Year. Yeah. And,
Alright.
and with the upcoming year.
Yes, correct. So cons,
So,
tiempo ya, alsaan balutan niya kita.
I'll be back with you na dato imanpunto to mga listeners and viewers nato na kina-ordinate. Okay, partner.
Okay, cons.
Si Pieto.
Gracias. So, mga partners, televiewers and radio listeners and Facebook viewers, gracias na sa partisipasyon. Perde también. En esta presentación del programa Ordinansa del Masa. So, na third Wednesday también del mes del enero, ay manhunto-hunto ka natin si Konsehal BG Gingona. Como syempre, si Kuya Makulit, junto con Konsehal BG Gingona. Cons, que firme tabla, imidya mo. Solid!
Sabi, isale informaw na mga importansya del mga ordinansa que tiene el Ciudad de Zamboanga. Junto con el Concejal de Distrito 2, Concejal BG Gingona. Este el programa Ordinansa del Masa. Let's go na with BG Gingona. Every first and third Wednesday of the month, alas 9 hasta alas 10 del aga. Aki lang na imidya mo. Solid!
Nandito na sa Zamboanga Peninsula, ang ice candy ng bayan. Frostville Ice Candy. Ito ang ice candy na kinagigiliwan ng lahat. At ngayon, pwede mo ng pagkakitaan. Mga partners, be a Frostville Ice Candy reseller at kumita araw-araw. Tawag na sa 0905-797-7266 o sa 0920-618-9164 o bisita